What's going on, everybody? It's Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA and ProWrestlingAuthority.com. I have no other than the champ, Jorina Baars, who is without a doubt one of the best female fighters in history. How are you doing today, Jorina?
Yes, thanks. I'm fine. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good over here on the East Coast. Of course, I'm excited for MMA just being legalized over here, and of course, September 2nd, you're going to be fighting very close to me at Foxwoods Casino, September 2nd.
Yep, that's correct.
So, in case there is anyone out there that's listening who doesn't know who you are, can you give everyone a quick hello and quick background of yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Jorina Baars. I'm 27 years old, young. I live in the Netherlands, and I had 43 Muay Thai fights, 40 wins, no losses, and 3 draw. 4 times Dutch champion, 4 times European champion, and 5 times world champion, and also champion of the CMT Gauged Muay Thai.
And of course, you're most famously known for, your performance against Chris Cyborg, where, the U.S. media called it, the greatest female kickboxing fight in history. How proud are you of that?
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. And I had a lot of respect for Chris because she is normally a MMA fighter. And she steps in the ring against me. And I had maybe 40 Muay Thai fights, and it was only her 4th Muay Thai fight or 3rd Muay Thai fight. So I had a lot of respect for her, and I know it was a very hard, a very tough fight, and I was so happy that I won that fight, and it gives me a lot of more attention and a lot of more respect from all the Muay Thai and MMA fans in the world.
How was it difficult to find a fight after that?
It wasn't difficult because a lot of females want to fight me because they think I will fight Jorina because she is now the champion, and I love that. I love that because I was the same as them. I will fighting against the best, and I'm always looking forward to the most difficult fights and fighters in the world. So I will fight against the best fighters in the world, and I fight everyone. So I had a lot of respect for fighters who had the same attention and the same mindset as me.
And of course, your upcoming opponent, September 2nd, is Angela Whitley. And there's not much about her on media or anything. And I got the chance to talk to her, and she's a lovely girl as well. And the way it is with women, I realize, is when they're doing their interviews, you're very formal, and once you get in the ring, it's a whole new thing. What can everybody expect from you September 2nd?
Oh, they can expect a totally new Jorina, because normally I had to work night shifts.
At your security job, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. But I quit work for 1 month now, and just train. I trained so hard for this fight, and I got my motivation back after the Cyborg fight. I had I don't know how to say, but my motivation was not there anymore. So I had a rematch against Chantal Uggi. I had a rematch against Martina Jindrova, but now I find my motivation back, and I'm stronger than ever. I think I'm now stronger than in the Cyborg fight.
And I'm pretty sure your last fight, you got cut open pretty bad. Was that your last fight? And you ended up coming and getting the win on that fight. What was that like, knowing that you had that big cut on your face and trying to survive the rest of that fight and end up winning it?
I had a cut the last 2 fights, one on this eye and one on this eye. Against Martina, it was the biggest cut I have ever had. It was about 12 stitches, and
Wow.
It was a very, very deep cut. But I didn't see it in the fight because I can't see my own cheek,
Yeah, luckily it wasn't getting in your eye or anything. It was right under.
Yeah, that's correct. And the doctor said, "Are you okay?" Yes, I'm fine. I don't know what was on my cheek and how does it looks like, but I feel, of course, the bleed and that, yeah, I keep going, and I know I was the better fighter, and I score a lot of more points in that fight, so I can win, and I won. Yeah, I finally won and hold my title.
And you started kickboxing when you were 7 years old, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
So what exactly got you into fighting?
A few people from my school class at that time did kickboxing and asked me and another girlfriend from school, yeah, come and watch and blah blah blah. So I go to the training and oh, I love the sport. I did a lot of sports before, like basketball, football, soccer, uh, a lot of sports, but then it was kickboxing, and oh, I fell in love with the sport.
And
Yeah.
how was high school for you? Did you do was that high school where you did wrestling?
No, no. In Holland, it's not normal. You do wrestling or sports like that. It just gymnastics and yeah, like running and things like that.
So
But
how was it growing up knowing that everyone knew that, you were in kickboxing? Were people afraid of you growing up?
no, I don't think so because I'm always yeah, good to talk to, and I'm always normal. And there are two different things: the sport and school. They are two different things. So I know they don't afraid of me.
How was your fight camp recently?
What do you mean?
Your fight camp? Did you have a fight camp before this fight, getting ready, prepared with your gym and everything?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. I train 5, 6 times a week and 2 times a day. So I can't believe it that I can train 2 times or 3 times a day, and yeah, it's very new for me. But I train very hard. I do also patchwork, sparring, also straight and condition training. So the total complete pack of what a fighter needs.
Hmm. And what is a day in the life of the champ? Like, can you bring everybody through your day once you wake up?
Yeah, at this moment, yeah, I wake up. Yeah, pick my running clothes, run 1.5 kilometer. That's not far, but I have to do it because I have to lose weight. After that, I go to the gym, doing my power, strength, and condition training. When I come back home, I eat, sleep, take my rest. Midday, I go back to the gym, do my cardio, go back home, eat, sleep, rest, and in the evening, I do my kickboxing workout. So, yeah, that's my life at the moment.
What if you don't mind me asking, what kind of music do you listen to while you work out?
Ooh, I listen a lot random music. I like everything. I from reggae to hip hop to pop. I listen everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the gym time's like the best time to listen to music, just motivate you. And I wanted to ask you because me and you were talking. I think it was like a week ago. After I interviewed Scott and all them from Lion Fights, I was talking about I'm going on a diet, or I'm trying to find a diet to work with, and you messaged me saying that you have a diet coach and everything. But can you give any recommendations to people out there trying to lose weight, what they can do to get on top of their weight loss?
Yeah, just eat healthy, eat clean food, eat every 2.5 hours just a little bit, and not 3 times a day a big portion, but just small portions during the day. And drink a lot of water and green tea.
Drink a lot of water and green tea. And of course, September 2nd is coming around. You've been to Foxwoods Casino before, and it's one of my favorite places to go. You can rent a room for the night. You can go shopping after the fights. What are your plans after the fights? Do you have any plans since you're going to be on the East Coast?
I don't have plans because normally I go back home the day after the fight.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I take my rest, and but I know there are a lot of good restaurants in Foxwoods,
Oh yeah.
so oh yeah, so I go out for a good dinner, and yeah, makes eating makes me happy.
Oh, I think that's everybody. So, Jorina, I have a fan question from Twitter, and anybody who's listening right now who doesn't know who I am, I'm Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA. You can find me on Twitter. I'm always interviewing fighters like Jorina, the champ, who, honestly, I'd like to say you're my biggest interview yet, Jorina.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but I have a fan question for you. Jay LaFleur asked, what title are you most proud of that you've achieved?
Most proud of. I think it was my my first world title in England against Helen Garnett, because I fight that fight with a broken hand,
Oh wow.
broken right. Yeah. So that was the most important world title fight, and of course my first title fight. It was a Dutch title, and yeah, that's always in my mind. So that are the most important title fights. Yeah.
When you were growing up as a young girl, what was some of the inspirational fighters or kickboxers that you looked up to?
It was Lucia Rijker, of course, and Peter Arts and Ernesto Hoos.
That's a nice
Yeah.
little list. And I have one more fan question from you from General Yusuf. He wants to know, and of course, you've had some MMA fights in the past. Would you ever reconsider a fight with Cyborg or fighting in the UFC ever?
I don't know. I can look at the future, but at this moment, I'm the girl to beat in Muay Thai, and I love the sport a lot. So for now, my focus is on Muay Thai, and I don't know what happened in the future. So maybe.
And when you find out who your opponent, this is my question, I guess. When you find out who your opponent is, what do you do as far as researching, their past fights, in preparation? What do you do once you find out your opponent?
Of course, I'm checking out on YouTube, and but I'm most of the time I'm not impressed about the fights on YouTube, and I had a lot of girls, a lot of fights, and I check there on YouTube, but they in the fight against me they are totally different. So I always train my own style. I'm prepared for every fight, and I never how do you say that, underestimate my opponent.
You never undermine them. Yeah, underestimate them.
Yeah, undermine my opponent. Never again.
So
I
what
didn't.
changes? I'm sorry. What changes have you made from your last fight until now that we might see?
Now I have time to rest. I have time to focus totally on my fight. And my last 3 fights, I had my focus on my family and private and work. So my mindset is totally different right now. Yeah, that's it.
Good. And actually, I don't want to miss this one. I had one more fan question that just came in here on Twitter. With Nick Diaz and Conor McGregor coming up, I mean Nate Diaz, have you been following that at all? And who are you rooting for?
Yeah, I'm following that, and I hope Nate is gonna win again. I hope, because I don't like trash talk, and Conor is just talking a lot of trash about Nate, about the other opponents, and I don't like that. I know it's about a show and it's about the money, but yeah, I hope Nate will win the fight again.
That's awesome. My girlfriend's a huge Conor fan, but lately she's been saying the same thing.
Okay.
And do you have any advice for Cyborg's next opponent?
For Cyborg's opponent,
Yeah, next opponent. What? Any advice for them?
train hard and hold your hands high.
And of course, September 2nd. Once again, you're going to be fighting at Foxwoods Casino. How many times have you been over here to the East Coast?
once.
Only that
Only
one time?
Yeah.
And what did you end up doing after your fight?
I don't know. I was at Foxwood. Around Foxwood, there are not so many shopping malls, and I'm a woman, so I like shopping. And I was there, I think, 1.5 years ago, and they are busy with a shopping mall inside the Foxwood
Yeah.
hotel. So maybe I heard that's finished now, so maybe I can shop in Foxwood right now.
That's awesome. And, you know, I cannot wait to see you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. At this point, I'd like to hand the microphone over to you. If you have any shout outs or anything that you would like to say to anyone, now's your time.
Yes, of course. I will thank all my fans for the support, and will thank my sponsors, Shirton, Essimo, ProSubs, and PPS Security. And yeah, well, thank them so much for supporting me every time, every fight again. Thanks.
Well, I want to
And
thank
thank you.
Oh, you go ahead, champ.
Thank you for the interview.
Oh, no problem. And we've been talking for the last couple of weeks now. I'm very excited for your fight, and good luck. Thank you for coming on Pure Evil MMA.
Thank you. No problem.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, Jorina.
Yes, it's fine.
Bye now. So there you go, guys. That was the champ, Jorina Baars, who is going to be fighting September 2nd at Foxwoods Casino here on the East Coast. And don't worry, if you're not here on the East Coast, of course, you can watch it live on AXS TV. The fights are going to be starting at 9 p.m. So tune in. Follow me on Twitter at evil_echo. That's EVIL_ECCO. I am looking forward to this fight. And of course, Jorina, I interviewed her opponent coming up. So check that out as well. It's on my YouTube page. So subscribe below. I will see you all later. Have a good night. And it's fight night. So look out. Tickets are on sale now. I'll see you guys September 2nd.